Hello and welcome to Curator's Corner. My name is Lucy Capehart. I'm the Director of Collections and Exhibitions here at the Japanese American Museum of Oregon, formerly the Oregon Nikkei Legacy Center in Portland, Oregon. Since our beginnings in 1989, we have amassed a tremendous collection of thousands of artifacts related to the history of the Japanese Americans in the Pacific Northwest. Today I want to share with you an artifact, while of humble beginnings, is one of the most precious in our entire collection. The artifact I'm going to talk about today is this small elephant, a child's toy, an ordinary everyday object, but it had great significance for a young girl who was incarcerated at the Portland Assembly Center in Minidoka. This elephant, well-loved, tattered, ears with holes, eyes missing, belonged to Joyce Kikkawa. It was given to her by a family friend when she was just a baby. Joyce grew up in the east side of Portland and lived on a farm with her parents and grandparents. After the bombing of Pearl Harbor, her parents soon learned that they would have to report to the Portland Assembly Center. They were told that they could only bring with them what they could carry. They had to leave their home, their farm, in the care of a neighbor. Joyce's parents stored what they could in a barn on their property and made arrangements for a neighbor to look after their home. They burned everything connected to their Japanese heritage: books, records, and family photos. Joyce's mother told her she could only take one toy with her. She chose the small elephant to take to the Portland Assembly Center, located in the former Pacific International Livestock Exposition Center, a livestock barn. For 4 months, Joyce and her family lived in the crowded Portland Detention Center. The air reeked of manure, flies blackened the flypaper hung everywhere. The walls of the animals' stall living quarters didn't reach the ceiling, so the sounds of babies crying, couples arguing, and people snoring could be heard all day and night. The toy elephant never left Joyce's side. She lovingly carried it with her the entire time she was at the Assembly Center. It was a source of comfort to a small, bewildered little girl. Joyce had her 3rd birthday at the Portland Assembly Center. In September 1942, Joyce and her family were uprooted again. They were put on a train and sent to the Minidoka concentration camp in Hunt, Idaho. The elephant went too. Joyce spent 3 years at Minidoka, living with her mother, father, grandparents, and eventually baby sister in Block 34, Barrack 8, Unit C. Joyce kept the elephant by her side always. The toy was a source of comfort for Joyce living in a strange new place. In an interview, her mother remembers her saying over and over, "I want to go home, I want to go home." In a recent email, Joyce mentioned that toys were sparse, so what we carried was very precious. Consequently, the elephant was a treasure. Even the preschool, nursery, and kindergarten had few toys. Old ones from donations, I assume, and I don't remember any books. I remember much free time and roaming around the camp on my own, especially since I didn't find kindergarten too interesting, so I often just left. No one apparently missed me or noticed my absence, so I just went around camp seeking adventure instead. The way the museum acquired this object was back in 2017. Joyce had come to the museum to look at some of the artifacts she had previously donated. We were talking about her experiences at Minidoka, and she mentioned she had a small stuffed animal that she used to carry with her all the time, and that it possibly might be stored away somewhere. So weeks later, we were so surprised to find that yes, indeed, she still did have the elephant. Her mother had stored it for her in a closet for 65 years. This tattered, well-loved stuffed animal represented such great comfort to this small young child, and we are so happy to have it in our collection and very honored.